Hello Scorpio, and welcome to your reading today. I hope you're all doing really well. As always, I decided to start with you today because I was just led in that direction. So here we are, Scorpio. Spirit are on it already. They're throwing the first card out. So we're going to have a look at your energy and what Spirit want you to know. Let's get started. We start with to be fair. Interesting. Ooh, some chaos and conflict. You have a leg up. Always good to see. Gosh, your cards are quick today, Scorpio. We have a deep knowing. I've just pushed the candle back. Hopefully you can still see it a little bit. Okay. So, on the bottom of the deck, we have go the distance. Interesting message for you here, Scorpio. There's something that I think you're trying to get some form of balance in, a situation that you're really thinking through. We see on the top of this lady here, we see an owl. The owl always brings wisdom. And we see her trying to balance these, I don't know what they are. They look like shells or rocks. It doesn't really matter in this instance, but she's trying to keep this balance, and she's trying to use her wisdom to decide the best way forward. So Scorpio, if there's a situation in your life that you're trying to figure out at the moment, trying to bring back in a sense of balance that is fair for everyone concerned, then this reading could have some important messages for you. Because I kind of feel like you're fed up living in the middle of chaos. And, you know, certainly the card mentions conflict. I feel like maybe you're in a situation that's got a bit out of hand, a bit out of control, and it's not as you would want it to be. We see this zebra here trying to show their true colours, but actually they're disguised as a giraffe. And I kind of feel like you've got wrapped up in a situation that you didn't really plan for and didn't really want to be in. You may have been influenced by people around you. You may have had to keep up some sort of facade or false representation or false front of some kind. And it's almost like you're desperate to actually be more real, Scorpio. So I'm going to be interested to see what the tarot tell us about this situation, because I do feel that you're trying to get some sort of balance to balance out this chaos. Someone's going to help you out with this. I think you're going to get some sort of advice or guidance that will help alleviate this situation, will help you sort it out, maybe give you an inroad. They've just shown me a visual image of an opening door. So there may be someone around you that will help you to open doors, to bring a sense of balance back into a situation. And we have the card of deep knowing. This is about your intuition, Scorpio. This is about you knowing deep down what is right, and also knowing maybe both sides of a story rather than just following one side of a story. But also this is about you being, there's something here about, I want to say worldly wise, and I don't know why really, but this is what they're giving me. It's like, you know, from your life experience, Scorpio, you know what is right and what's wrong. You've got that deep inner knowing, but your life experience has shown you situations before that have informed that process, if you know what I mean. So, you know, the things that you're feeling about wanting to bring the balance back in, you know what is right, okay? You know that if there's action you need to take, you know what it is you need to do. And maybe there's just a bit of, I don't know, it's almost like there's a bit of conflict or resistance from someone else or other people, but equally you've got, funny enough, a balance here already, Scorpio, that you perhaps don't recognize yet, or maybe this help hasn't come in yet. This open door or this help to sort out this situation. I don't think it's quite here yet, because it's here in your reading. But you know that to balance this out is the right thing to do. Because what you're looking at, Scorpio, is the longevity of this situation. I don't know what it is for you. I always say this is a very general reading, so please take what resonates for your situation. But when we see the go the distance card, this talks about what are your long-term aims here? What are your goals? What is it that you want to achieve in this situation? Because this is something that affects your long-term future. And that is something you really, really need to think about. Right, I'm just going to have a drink of water and then we're going to get the tarot. Let's see what they tell us. And I want to use, actually, yes I do. I want to use these tarot today. So, bear with me because they're very stiff and they're very, yeah, hard to shuffle sometimes. I think that whatever situation that you're in, this conflict, this chaos, this having to pretend to feel one way when in actual fact you probably feel another, it's left you feeling pretty exhausted. So you're in need of some recuperation here, Scorpio. You know, the swords are all sort of laid down at present because I think you're really tired. I feel tired when I'm touching this card. It feels like you're just exhausted trying to sort this situation out. So yeah, I do think you feel that this sense of balance will help you to feel more energized again, because at the moment you're just fed up and tired of dealing with whatever this is for you. Use your intuition. We've already had deep knowing here, and now you have the High Priestess. This is your energy with your intuition on point, Scorpio. So in terms of this chaos and conflict, Spirit are saying, they're showing me a group of people, okay, and they're saying don't be guided by this group of people. There are people around you that have some sort of vested interest in you keeping up this facade. But for you, deep in your heart space, and we see the heart here while you're resting, in your heart space, you want this balancing out because you're finding it just exhausting. So Spirit are saying, follow your own intuition, this deep knowing, because that will guide you on the correct path. You're feeling quite forlorn. Forlorn is not a word I use. But you are feeling quite forlorn at the moment. You know, it may be that you're looking at the past, looking at when life was a bit easier, maybe feeling a bit, what's that word? Melancholic, maybe, you know, focusing on what you've lost. And there's an imbalance going on, which is why you're desperate to bring it back into balance. It's good that you still have that inner feeling, this intuition, but also this wisdom to know what will feel right for you, Scorpio. What else, please? Who's this leg up person, please? Leg up person. Yeah, someone who cares about you very deeply, someone who wants to, excuse me, literally hold your hand. You know, someone who wants to rebuild in some way. There's an open door, as I said earlier, and it could be a reunion, a gathering together. Interesting phrase, but yeah, this this is really important. I'm faltering here because I'm feeling two different emotions. I'm feeling that this is the hand of maybe a person or people you've had conflict with. They're the people that will open the door for you. But I'm also feeling another emotion, which is door is being opened by an intermediary. They're making me use words that I don't normally use, but hey, we're elevating today by the looks of it. Yeah, so it could be a third party, someone that's close to both sides, if it's some sort of person conflict, you know. It could be, if you're looking at a job situation here, Scorpio, it could be somebody introducing you to an employer to help you get a job, you know. You could be conflicted over a money situation, but the people in your current employment want to keep you where you are, but this person gives you a lifeline. So it could be any of those things, but if you have any sort of conflict, whether it's an inner conflict or an outer conflict that's impacting on your material world, for example, there is going to be movement here, because I do see you getting some help with it. And it is either about someone else being the bigger person, or someone that's like a peacemaker in some ways. But I don't think they're going to be there doing the actual discussions around peace. I think they're going to be just opening the door for it to happen. So there is movement here. Looks like you are going to get that balance brought back in, Scorpio. Let's see what else Spirit want you to know. What is the deep knowing here for, please? Yeah. You know that this situation can't stay in stalemate forever, Scorpio. They've just said untenable. What are these words you're making me use, Spirit? It's so weird. Fancy words today, hey? But it's untenable, you know, and you have the key to open the door to bring some balance back into this situation, whatever this situation is for you. You can actually turn this around, but you are in a strong position to be able to do that. I wouldn't be surprised when we pull some moonology in a bit. I wouldn't be surprised if we get don't let pride stand in your way, because there kind of is an essence of that. It says there's this person sitting feeling sorry for themselves, but in actual fact, they can bring about the change by just opening the door and moving forward, you know. But maybe they're sort of feeling that it's gone too far, they can't do that, but you can. You know what's right. Again, we have the owl bringing wisdom here, Scorpio. Yeah, because this is about togetherness. This is about working together on a situation to get something moving forward, to have a creative solution, to actually bringing success to a situation. Why do we have go the distance, Spirit? Why do we have go the distance? Wow. We have two together. We have King of Wands energy. He's bringing strength. In this particular King of Wands cards, we have the Lion bringing strength here. But the King of Wands has fought a lot of battles, I was going to say, but they have basically taken a lot of action, which is more to the point. So it may have felt like battles at times. This King of Wands looks pretty, you know, sort of, yeah, I'm standing in my strength, but gosh, that was a long journey and that was hard. You know, it's that sort of feeling. And can you sustain that level of pressure? King of Wands coming across very differently with this card today. But if you look at your long-term future, is this how you want to feel? You know, yes, you may have won the battle. Yes, you may have gone through a lot of battles to get to that situation. You may be feeling strong to a degree. But this king, to be honest, he looks pretty tired, you know. So what do you want in the long term? Spirit are saying it's time to complete this cycle, Scorpio, because it is not, what's the word they used? They said it was untenable. It's not tenable. You need to complete this cycle because it is making you very tired. You know deep down that it's not serving a purpose. You're being encouraged to be and behave in a way that isn't you. Time to complete this cycle. That's a very interesting message for you. So, okay, let's use the Moonology. If you follow my channel a lot, my channel, yeah. I lost the plot there for a moment. If you follow me a lot, you know that I love my Moonology cards. They're not mine, but you know what I mean. So I like to round up because I think they really draw things together beautifully. So let's see, what's the final message for Scorpio, please? My goodness. They've just thrown up hold your vision, which is a message for me, not for you. It's because I go off on a tangent sometimes and spirit bring me back in, usually by throwing the cards everywhere or saying something in my ear. Here we go. If you would like a private reading, the details are in the description box below. So yeah, and they're all recorded like this one, but particularly for you. So if that appeals to you, they're throwing the cards again. They just want me to get these cards. Let's just do it. Okay, Spirit, we're with Scorpio. We're with Scorpio. Thank you. You are good enough. If your self-esteem has taken a battering recently, Scorpio, or you've been through something really difficult, which you seem to have been through a tricky situation. I don't think it's sort of, well, I don't feel major pressure, major hardship, but whatever it is, it's left you feeling tired. And Spirit want you to know, you know, you're good enough. You can sort this situation out. You've got the skills and the ability to do that. We see this new start coming right in the middle of your reading, and that's very powerful because Spirit wanted you to complete a cycle. You have it within you to be able to sort this situation out, Scorpio. You just need to maybe put pride to one side. We have a circle here. We have a circle there. We have a new cycle beginning that is going to be so much better for you. It's going to be resolved. Look at this. Conclusions are within reach. That's good to know. So this situation is going to be sorted. But your commitment is being tested here, Scorpio. So they're going to say, you know, you know what you need to do deep down in your soul. You've got the wisdom going on to bring in this sense of balance. How committed are you to being true to yourself, as we saw with the zebra there? How committed are you to that situation? Because this is about you being true to yourself and not being influenced by other people, basically. Do what is right. You've got your intuition on point. You've got the high priestess energy. So important. Right, I'm going to leave it there, Scorpio. Hope you found that helpful. If you did, it would really help me if you liked and subscribed. And I will catch up with you really soon. Thank you for joining. Joining me, I mean. Okay, take care. Bye for now.